presentation over sexism in sports. What is sexism? Sexism is discrimination against someone because of their gender or sex. Sexist attitudes may stem from traditional stereotypes of gender roles. For example, women stay at home, cook and clean, while men go to work and provide for their family. It may also include the belief that a person of Hello, my name is Santiago, and I'll be doing my presentation over sexism in sports. What is sexism? Sexism is discrimination against someone's gender or sex. Sexist attitudes may stem from traditional stereotypes of gender roles. For example, men are supposed to provide and feed their family, while women are supposed to stay at home and clean. It may also include the belief that a person of one sex is intrinsically superior to a person of the other. Who is affected by all of this? Sexism is not limited to one specific gender of female athletes. White females, African American females, and other minority females, and females that identify with the LGBTQ community. Some issues in sexism might be the difference in salaries or in other financial situations. For example, in tennis, men make approximately 1.5 more times than the professional women's tennis player does. In golf, men can make up to 3 times more than a woman golf player does. And in soccer, men can make up to 8 times more than a women's soccer player. And the biggest salary differential is men's NBA salaries compared to women's NBA salaries, which could that be up to 95 times more compared to the women's salary. Here I have provided a picture with the gender gap in all professional sports. An average NBA salary for a woman could be up to $75,000, while the average NBA salary for a man could be up to $8 million. For golf, the average salary for a women's golf player is $48,000. For a male, it could be $1 million. For soccer, for a woman's salary is $35,000, while for a male, it could be $410,000. For tennis, it's a little different. It's a more known sport around the world. So for females, an average salary is $283,000. For a man, it could be $335,000. Sexism in media coverage is another topic that has been talked about a few times. Currently, television coverage of women's sports is inconsistent and, at most times, non existent. While exposure of female athletes usually happens during the Olympic Games and during the summer or the Winter Olympics, girls also receive negative or inconsistent messages from sports televisions. Television carriage is also critical. It's also a critical ingredient for the success of professional sports salaries. Any airtime is huge time advertising of themselves as athletes, the sport, and funding. As a soccer fan, it's honestly crazy to me how a women's soccer doesn't get the recognition that it should get, with players like Megan Rapinoe, Martha from Brazil, Carly Lloyd from the USA national team. I think that having stars like them, the women's soccer should be getting way more recognition than it is. Here I have also added a picture with data over media coverage from both women's and men's. Double standards. Commentators tend to sexualize female athletes in an attempt to undermine the legitimacy of women's sports. On the other hand, the primary focus of men's coverage is their skill performances. Media coverage of female athletes is more likely to center on the physical appeal or extracurricular pursuits than on their athletic performances. The athletic accomplishments of female athletes are undervalued in comparison to their male counterparts because of their double standard. Some gendered stereotypes are the culture of sport presents problems. It is seen as a male-dominant sport, whether it's football known as soccer, tennis, basketball, etc. Male traits men are more competitive, more aggressive, and their physical strength. Not feminine or girly, how some people may call it. The most common stereotype is that all female athletes are lesbians, and that is completely false. Not all female athletes are lesbian. These type of stereotypes can affect a woman's performance and physical and mental health. As a former athlete, I think that sexism in sports should be less, because I think that women in all sports are doing a great job at, showing themselves out to the world and what they can do. And I think it's a big improvement from previous years, now that there's more media coverages, more social medias platforms are showing women's sports highlights and etc. I hope that women's sports can keep growing as the years go on, and that all these stereotypes and as time goes by can keep declining, because not all women are lesbian, not all women are meant to stay at home and cook and clean. All women do deserve to be given a chance in a sport. And another thing is that if a woman is good at that sport that they play, then they should be getting paid what they deserve. They shouldn't be getting paid 10 times less than a male athlete is getting paid for doing the same thing. I hope you've enjoyed my presentation of sexism in sports. Have a good day.